Good day, everybody. How you doing? Hope everything's going well with you. Remember to hug your animal companions, your fur babies. I said animal companions because I was temporarily thinking Warframe, so that's a little bit out of context there. Welcome back, where we are. I forget what I actually compiled. I made the plan while I was writing the description. I can't remember what the plan was now. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember. For certain values of vaguely. Right, so what have I got to do? Apparently, the enclosures for animals need access to sunshine. Okay, which this clearly does not. So that's going to have to be something to be worked on. I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to do it, except possibly by raising the roof. The other thing I need to do is optimize some of my growing area here. Got mature carrots. Is that all the mature carrots I've got? Ah. Any other mature carrots? Nope. And correspondent was saying how nice it is after the winter to actually get that first crop in. Now they've got a point, it has to be said. And I am completely unplanned this growing situation. At some point I'm going to have to actually sit down and seriously think about crop rotation. Is that everything? I think it is. But I'm going to try and do some optimization of this because, yeah, this is a bit daft. At least I've got carrots. I do need grain, of course. Right, what am I doing about this? Okay, this is going to be a bit of a gamble. Let's grab some soil. Did I just... Oh, there it is. Because this is silly. 1 block of water. Yeah, if I put a block here, for example. Well, actually, if I do this, oops, that and that, this block will fill in that area here, I think. Then I don't have to do this. Leave that block, put 2 blocks in, leave that block, 2 blocks in, that block, 2 blocks. You get the general drift. Something like that, and I haven't in principle greatly hurt my growing. It's not perfect, but yeah, it should improve my growing area somewhat. Oops. I need to fill in that. Where's my bucket? Yeah, try and jump over the fence that you can't jump over is always a great idea. So this, again, not optimum control. Yeah, there we go. Not optimum, but better than I had it, and it expands the area that I've got, if I've worked this out in my head correctly. And I used to be able to optimize sugarcane. Actually, growing sugarcane and growing crops here, I mean sugarcane in Minecraft, are very similar. You actually end up with a very similar pattern. So you should do it at any rate. And this definitely isn't it. Good morning, Tony. How are you doing? Oops. How's your day going? And this is going to... Yep. Apparently I didn't do a very good job of putting in the water when I did it. And hopefully I've got this right. It's using up a surprising amount of dirt. I mean, it's not a huge problem or anything, but it's still a surprising amount of dirt. You're eating leftover steak. It's worse things in the world than eating leftover steak. Probably better than eating leftover pizza. Ooh, I probably just alienated a bunch of people without comment. At least I don't have creepers sneaking up on me. Yeah, as you can see, I've just dramatically increased the size, and I shouldn't have affected the water. I was going to say saturation, but that's not the right word, is it? Moisture content of the soil. I should this. This is the boring part of games. You know, compared with, oh, we're going to do this fantastic build. It's going to look like something from Disneyland. This is positively tedious. But then I can't build. So, just get to live with it. There we go. So, in principle, I have, yes, should have greatly expanded my growing area. And it's actually possible to do much better than I have just done. Let's keep that on me. Where's my hoe? Do I have a hoe? I should have a flint hoe. I've still got those silly spears there. Well, I'm obviously going to be making more flint hoes, aren't I? So the real test is going to be checking this out. Yeah, so everything's still at 75%. Cross fingers, I got it right. It's one of those things where the principle's good, but practice might be a little different. Do I have a stick? Dude, where's my sticks? Ah. Flint, still useful. Why am I carrying an ore? Did I say that yesterday? Gotta wonder. Actually, I don't know what I've got to wonder. I don't really want to have to dig this whole thing out again. But I should have planned for better over the winter, and it didn't occur to me. I found out too much too late, or something like that, whatever my excuse is going to be. Because I could actually probably increase this area significantly. Well, not significantly, actually. I think I could lose as much as half the existing water holes. Yeah, because for example, this I could put another block here, and yeah, you get the general idea. You could actually have 2 blocks of dirt around each water hole, because yeah, that would be more efficient. Still, it is nice that spring's here. I'm just waiting for the rains. This rain is a regular feature of this particular region. This reminds me a little bit of well, obviously Minecraft. In Minecraft, yeah, you can make hoes out of the same thing you make every other weapon or tool out of. If you want a real flex, you make a hoe out of diamond and then enchant it. If you really, really want to flex, you make it out of netherite. And yes, I have made netherite hoes. For my own personal gratification, not because anybody was watching the game. And how are your fur babies, Tony? I'm sorry, I'd have to look up the names. I apologize. Try and remember everybody's, and there's always somebody that gets left out. It takes endless repetition for me to remember them. Oh, you're kidding me. I just had 2 blocks left and you decided to break on me. Irritating game. Hey, little nuggets. How you doing? How's the horseshoeing going? Oh, yeah. I know it's a ridiculous time of the day for you. Right, so... Oops, and I forgot to do that. So, yes, that should do it. Everything is at least 1 block from water. Is 1 block from water and no more than 1 block and diagonally counts. As you can see, that makes a huge difference. I mean, I used, what, over a stack of blocks there. Let's get them planted. Actually, I can perceive of one. I won't call it danger. That is that I will end up with too many root vegetables and not enough grains, but we'll see how that goes. Right, so progress of sorts. Make sure I don't have any more carrots. I ought to do a major foraging run to grab up all the seeds I conceivably can. Alright, that's better. Not perfect, but it's better. Oh, and I get informed that trapdoors apparently count as a solid block. I was also advised to put a trapdoor over here. So I guess I should do that along with eat. And I haven't eaten any. Of that. Right. How to make a trapdoor. I can't remember how to make a trapdoor. Okay. That's straightforward enough, even I can remember that. Do I have any spare planks hanging around? Do I not have spare planks hanging around? I thought I did. Oh, yes. Oh, it doesn't want me to do that. Ooh, why can't I mix? Oh, it's a bookshelf. So here's the idea, in principle. Put a trapdoor down there. And I can't remember why that's necessary, but apparently it's been recommended to me by a source that I have learned to trust on these matters. I'm going to need to make more storage. Finally put the ore away. Well, sleep well, little nugget. Okay. I'm wondering if I should put, and again, this is prompted by someone else's remark, if I should put a wall around the berry orchard. Not sure. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Isn't there something traditional about walled gardens or something? I can't remember. I mean, with dry stone wall type stuff, not this wooden rubbish. There's my resident chicken, I think. No, it's not. There's a resident patch of flowers. The resident chicken somewhere else. I should have two chickens around here. Now I'm curious. That is a patch of flowers, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ah, I think that's my... Is that my resident chicken? I've got two chickens in the area. One I chased all the way over, who was last seen over that way, and then there's another one over here, both of which I need to trap as soon as I get enough grain to feed them. which is going to be a thing. So, yes, I suppose putting an orchard, a gate of sorts around here would be a good idea. I don't know whether this is going to prove to be big enough, but if I aim to make it the same basic dimensions as the farm, I think that would be reasonable. Which means I will probably end up doing it in exactly the same way because I'm unimaginative. Right, what can I do right now? Oh, we have more growth. I'm all for that. Excuse me while I dither. I dither very well. Really need to optimize everything. It's not something I've ever really wasted time of in Minecraft. In Minecraft, supposedly, and I've never tested it, if you plant different crops in lines next to each other, they grow faster. I have no idea why that mechanic is even a thing, but apparently that's the case. And I've never yet did it because the way I put farms together in Minecraft is automated with villagers, carefully enslaved villagers doing all the work, and an automatic pickup system. And it works well enough that in fact, it works extremely well. Even a relatively small farm in Minecraft, you end up with far more resources than you actually need. One of my farm setups automatically feeds everything into a specific set of chests, and then the excess just gets dumped into lava, which is ludicrous when you think about it, but I've never needed anything more. Right. Let's see. Okay, so that's somewhat optimized. I'm well fed. Oops, wrong one. And I need to look at doing... I don't remember a time when I had this amount of root vegetables. I don't think I had this amount of root vegetables when I started the winter. I'm going to need some more of these, I hope. Okay, let me think. What could I be doing to improve things at night? Don't know. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do something I don't normally do. I am going to sleep over the night. How about that? Alright, let's go and have a look at our situation there, because yeah, apparently they need access to sunlight, and I don't know why. After the obligatory check, I don't know how fast these things actually grow. It's a bit weird that there's actually a chicken over there, because I don't think I saw chickens in that region at all during the previous year. So yeah, here's a bit of a thing. How am I supposed... I mean, it does get some sunshine. The logical thing to do would be to raise the roof somewhat and maybe clear out some of this so that it's not in so much shade. Don't know if that's going to work. Let's try it and see. Yeah, I think raising the roof might be one angle. I suppose when I'm told it needs access to sunlight, do mountains in the way count within the context of the game? To what extent do I need to go to this sort of effort? I'd hate to find out that I'm wasting my time, but then I've wasted enough time in this game anyway, so I suppose a little bit more won't hurt. Right, let's go see if I can find some more seeds, crops, berry bushes. I've actually moved a heck of a lot of the berry bushes. Oh, I forgot. That maple log is irritating. I keep thinking it's something other than a maple log. Because it has been a wandering bear around here. I keep thinking that's a pillager outpost from Minecraft. There's a place over here I used to chase down raccoons. I am actually also wondering, because if I did have situations where the heat actually stunted growth, am I going to need to do something about that, and how do I deal with it? Wow, I certainly have stripped a large chunk of the area of its berry bushes. Don't need the clay at this point. Foraging is strangely nerve-wracking because you never know when something toothy is going to jump out and surprise you. And apparently, the reason I still have ice blocks here is because the chunk wasn't loaded in, and so it didn't get the chance to melt. Which makes a sort of sense. I don't know that I need more of turnip seeds or carrot seeds, but extra doesn't hurt. I haven't picked up loose flint in a very long time. So as you can see, you may not realize it, but that sort of marker I'm heading towards there is where there was chickens last year, and which there aren't so far this year, which in principle there should be. There were also hares in this region previously, and I can't remember how often they actually respawn. And I get the feeling I'm putting off going and working on the chicken coop or chicken enclosure. I know there was a chicken over here. They don't despawn, do they? Yeah, this is irritating. Look at that. That's kind of funny. Look at this. Block of water being stopped by... Yep. By a piece of cobblestone. Well, not cobblestone. Yeah. Stone. Oh, okay. I've got to wonder now. What's this being stopped by? That's kind of funny. Oh, that's a point. I was having thoughts about an artificial lake. I'm going to guess and say you can't... Well, I mean, obviously you could create an artificial lake. It just wouldn't necessarily... Oh, there's the rooster. That's the one I chased over here, so it's good to see he's still in the area. I wonder if I should just go ahead and put a trap down. Yeah, this needs work. I think what I'm going to do is remove the roof and then go from there. Right. I unfortunately have to go and take a quick toilet break. Hey, Mouse Bandits. My day got off to a slightly weird start, and so the caffeine part is now starting to gallop through my system. So I will be right back. Right, chickens. Or rather their enclosure. Yeah, let's remove the roof, I think. See what that does to sunlight situation. Oh, I don't like doing this. Apparently you can convert these back to boards, or some of these back to boards. No loss, which is good to know. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll take the roof off and then see what the sunlight does. Ah, thank goodness for new axe. I'd hate to think what this game would be like if I actually had the cosmic horror aspect turned on. You end up spending a significant amount of time killing cosmic horrors, because monsters can... I don't know why they put that in, the cosmic horror aspect of it. I mean, it's nice that they, you don't have to have it. It kind of seems weird to me. The game is fantastic from just a survival aspect. And trust me, a bear at close range is just as horrifying as some random cosmic horror that spawned in. Alright, let's... Okay, so we do have sunshine. Yes, okay. The question is, do I actually need to put a top on it? Now, what little I know of chickens, the simple answer is of course they do, because, you don't want them getting rained on. So perhaps the best option is to simply make that a block higher. And then reinstall the roof. Let's give that a try. Where's my walls gone? Oh. Oops. I'll fix that in a moment. Where's my pickaxe gone? What do we reckon? That's not what I want. There we go. That's what we want. Oh. I hate some of them. Oh, I chopped off the wrong block. I'm sure there's much head smacking going to be occurring from people who saying, no, you need to angle yourself like this, and if you do that, it all works. Oh, I hate this. I'm going to make the wrench. Or, no, I don't have the means to fill her up. I think I'm going to cheat and make the wrench at some point. Where's my packed dirt? YouTube is being weird. Apparently, I'm 32 seconds behind. There we go. Got a feeling this isn't going to be good enough, but oh, I can't see what I'm doing with that shield in the way. Can this work? Oh, for heaven's sake. Yep. Irritating bloody game. Sorry, pardon my sotto voce French. Oh, that's okay. Okay, maybe that will improve things a little bit. All that effort. Hey, Danny. How are you doing? No. And yes. Okay. I'm tired of that. I am going to go and get a proper wrench so I can rotate blocks, because that's ridiculous. It's amount of effort just to get the right angle and the right everything else is just terrible. Alright, let's go make a wrench. And put some stuff away. Oh, that's flax. Alright, how do I make a wrench? Bismuth bronze wrench I need. Here's the thing, it doesn't actually tell you how many ingots I need. At least if it does, I can't see it. Well, I guess the only way is to go ahead and try. I keep hitting Q. Never was a fan of Q for dropping things. Let's see, hit. It's ludicrous that you actually get the same kind of problem conceivably in Minecraft. But how else are you supposed to have steps? Stairs, ladders, whatever. Alright, let's grab some. What else can I safely put away? Actually, I could probably put quite a bit away, but... Oh. There are rules for how you eat stuff. How it improves saturation, satiety, and do you know what? I've never really understood what saturation is. They got the same thing in Minecraft. I've never really understood it. Are you hungry? Okay, what's your saturation? How does that affect this? I just eat, mind you, in Minecraft it's a lot easier. I just eat golden carrots all the time. I'm going to need that in my offhand. I'm going to need hammer. Oh, I forgot. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Earl. And hello, Lola, if you're watching. But I'm guessing Dani is actually still at work. Do I actually have to wait all this time, or can I actually start forging it earlier? It does actually say the forging temperature, doesn't it? Come on. Right. Wrench. Where's the wrench? Yes. Huh. Oops. Alright, let's try something. Can I push that back? No, it won't let me. Yeah, irritating. Okay. It's weird that I can't forge that back, because I should be able to. But apparently that's not how this works. Well, that was straightforward. Oh. No, the tool rack didn't make any difference. How about that? You can trap yourself in place on a ladder. You have to close the ladder. Is that the only way to do this? I mean, I suppose I could put that above ground level, but I mean that's not very nice. Okay, so actually the tool rack there makes no sense at all, but I want to put it somewhere, so. Alright, what are we doing for the night? I ought to go mining, but to be honest with you, that's a bit boring. What else do I need to do? Let's see. I do find myself wondering, apparently a room to be enclosed can be a maximum of 14 by 14. So it does make me wonder if, as I expand this, I should start considering doing things, for example, like putting doors in here. That way, this is one room area. That's, in principle, a different area. So I don't end up with the equivalent of an open 14 by 14 space. I mean, I'm nowhere near that right now, but it might be, you know, as things develop, maybe I should consider something like that. Oh, and my torches are going out. Oh. Alright, what else do I need to make, or can I just go to sleep and go through the night? Yeah, just go through the night. I don't have that panic I used to have, where I had to sift for sand throughout the night so I could get enough. And in the morning we shall try out our brand new wrench. Right, let's see if we can... Let's see what the sunlight hitting this looks like. Oh, we have some. Let's see if this works. Oh, you're kidding me. Just when I go to all the effort of actually getting the... Ah, ha, ha. Right. That's much easier. It's not perfect by any means, but... You're kidding, right? One day, I did have a correspondent try and explain the intricacies of how this positioning works, and I have not got a feel for it. See, why would that work, but not that? That doesn't make any sense at all. I'm sure it's obvious to some people, but it ain't obvious to me. Minecraft actually manages to do this tolerably well. You do learn, for example, to click down here rather than up there. But if I do that here, let's see, click down there. Huh. Maybe they do it the same way, or similar way. Oh, this isn't making a huge amount of difference, is it? To the sunlight, I mean. Oops. Sorry while I go quiet. You wouldn't believe the amount of focus this requires just to get some stupid blocks into position. Don't tell me it's also dependent on distance from the block. Yeah, it does. And the angle and all this kind of thing. This is no better. I think this has been a complete waste of time. Easy just to slap them in and then go through the rotation system. What do you want to bet they put the wrench mechanism in because people were complaining about the fact that the way of doing things wasn't working. Ah, forget it. I'm just going to leave it at that and worry about it later. Right. Okay. Alright, let's see if anything else has grown up. No. Probably ought to consider putting fertilizer down. Yeah, at least it'll delay things somewhat. Yeah. Okay. Let's fertilizer? Couldn't hurt, could it? Okay, what's actually needs replenishing in the soil? Potassium. Do I have anything which replenishes potassium? I've got saltpeter, which does in fact replenish potassium. Alright, let's see. And yes, I am looking for specifically areas low in potassium right now. I'll come back and do the nitrogen. You can see the benefit of crop rotation because they do take up different nutrients from the soil. Do you know, I just realised I don't know why the symbol for potassium is K. I did know at some point, but I can't remember what it is. What did Shards of Insanity do during his live stream today? He worried about proper shelter for his chickens and fertilizing his garden. How come the moisture's at 94%? That doesn't make any sense, does it? It hasn't been raining. Okay, so in principle, that's potassium replenishment. Got a feeling bones would be for phosphorus, won't it? But we'll see. There's my bone meal. Oh no, that's fine. Is that all the bone meal I've got? I need to grind some bones. Nitrogen. Let's go replenish the nitrogen. Gonna run out of bone meal. Mental note, try and rotate my crops somewhat better. Why is the moisture level so high? It doesn't make any sense compared with the way it was. I mean, I'm not complaining, you understand. It's just that it's weird. Like I said, we didn't have rain, so... Yeah, we're going to run out of bone meal shortly. It'll help. I mean, even if I get the crop rotation correct, which I really should work on, have everything divided up into quadrants of 4 so that I can literally rotate the do proper crop rotation. I don't know what happens if you leave the ground fallow. But this will stave off the inevitable. I mean, worst case, you end up digging up the whole thing. And, yeah, because all this needs nitrogen. Alright. Don't think I've got anything that needs... Yeah, moisture levels. Look at this. Why? I mean, typically the highest moisture level you get right next to one of these is 75%. But... yeah. Huh, I think we just saw them grow. Alright. So, I think we will, while the light goes down, go see if we can grab a cockerel. Now, I have no idea what you're supposed to bait a trap with for our friendly local cockerel, but I'm going to grab some rye. And I do have a trap. Oh, my thatch has grown. That's good. So, yeah, there's the cockerel. Rooster, if you prefer. He's right over there. How close can I get before he has a panic attack? Now, you're supposed to bait this. There we go. Oh, hang on a second. It'd be hilarious if you actually get to watch them, because he looks like he's going for the trap. Did I catch him? I did not. Well, mental note to self: come back in the morning. I tell you what. Let's double down on this. Let's see if that works. If it's interesting, you actually can watch them trigger the trap in real time. Gotta remember that it's over there now. All right. I am going to quickly take Another break, and then we'll be back, go to sleep, and see whether we can catch ourselves a chicken. I was not planning on catching chickens today. I'm going to have to finish this pretty much on time in about 35 minutes because I actually have to pop out to my local store while I can. So anyway, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Right. One thing that occurred to me, I can always. Oh, do I have enough? Let's find out. Hang on. Do I have enough to make another trap? Yeah, reed basket trap. Reed chest is a lot, and I don't have that many cattails, do I? No, I don't. We'll see what happens in the morning after I feed myself. Ooh, fresh pie. All right. It's raining. Is it raining outside? Yes, it is. Oh, look. It's flowering. Ah. First flowers. What time is it? Oh, it's still early. I am forgetting my basic rule. There we go. The flax is not flax. The Tulle. That's growing nicely. Let's go and see whether Mr. Rooster was tempted by a trap. Apparently he was, and didn't go in. Alright, let's go find our... see if our local chicken... it'll be good for the crops. So, I do know there was a chicken over here. I could see it. Where is the chicken? It was right on the shoreline. Last I saw it. You could literally see it from the house. Right about over here. Of course, if I could chase it, I'd chase that poor rooster all the way across here over to where he is now. And you do need both a rooster and a hen. For obvious reasons. I wonder, what's the range of attraction for a trap? Like I said, I could see that. It's very tempting just to stick the trap down and see what happens. Because there was definitely a female chicken over here. Huh. Actually, I'm going to grab this. Oops. Do you know, I think that was the first rain of the year. At least that I saw. The problem is, the chicken is the same color as some of the flowers. Oh, there she is. Let's chase her in the direction that we wish her to become accustomed to. Yeah. chicken being pursued by... Where'd you go? Yeah. Yeah, keep going in that direction. I'm all for that. Chicken chasing. Hello, chicken. Okay, what happens if we just go over here, put the trap down? Do they drown? Go on, go for the trap. Go for the trap. Why do I get the feeling that didn't work? What am I doing wrong? Just. Where'd you go, chicken? Please don't tell me you're quietly drowning in the lake. Look, there's food. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Oh, I can't. Well, right. Let's leave it there, see what happens. Go back and check on the rooster. Where's my traps gone? Aha! So the question is... Yes! How do I pick it up? Oh, come on. Oh, for heaven's sake, how do I pick up a trap? Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to pick this up? I mean, I've got the rooster. Oh, please don't tell me it's... Oh, I bet. Yes, it's one of those. Okay. do I deal with this? Oh, come on. How do I deal with this? How do I get the rooster out? How do you get the rooster out of the trap? Okay, let's see. How do I get a rooster out of the trap? Alright, trap. Reed basket trap. Okay. Right mouse click on the spot where you want it released. Oops. No. Okay. Reed basket trap. Select the basket. Control 1. Control 1. Not happy about that, but still. Okay, let's go back and take that back into it. Let's go back and get my where did I put it? I don't want to lose my... There we go. Okay, that's how that sort of works. Why is he stuck? Oh, bother. Why are you stuck there? For heaven's sake. That's infuriating. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's insane. I am now open to suggestions as to how you managed to get this stupid animal unstuck. Alright, just go check on our chicken. The other chicken, that is. Oh, whew. That seemed to... That worked. Eh. If this gets stuck as well, I am going to be quite irritated. See. Control 1. Well, that worked. Why is this not working? Oh, that's interesting. This is actually technically moving around because I think it's eaten something. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Alright, and now let's go back and get my... Oh. The slow expansion of my berry farm continues. Progress. We have caught chickens. Even if the rooster does seem to be somewhat not happy. Not sure what I can do about the rooster. I mean, if it stays alive, I suppose I can live with it, but it does look a little weird, doesn't it? Ooh, and I think we actually got a change in one of the nesting boxes. This is why I have the double doors, by the way. So that I can, even if... Oh look, yes, these have... Oh no, I thought these had changed. Oh look! I've got an egg! I've got an egg! I should have left the egg. I want to breed the chickens, but we have chickens and we have our first egg. I'm not sure what I do with the egg, but at least I've got it. Well, yeah, it's because here's the way I understand it. Essentially, they're wild, and the wild animals will run away from you. Consecutive generations won't, apparently. So, what do I do with eggs? Raw chicken egg. Ingredient for soup. Ooh! Fresh dryad saddle. Require 2 to 4 slots of eggs. Well, at least I got the egg. I obviously need more if I want to eat them. I got an egg. That is an awkward dynamic. Oops. Now all I need is enough grain to keep them fed and happy, and I have no idea how much they need. I'm going to assume more than I'm entirely happy with. But still. Well, at least the growing speed should be maximum with this. Look, all our berries are slowly flowering. What time of year is it? It's May. Oh, for heaven's sake, what are you doing there? I mean, horsetail's nice to have, I suppose, but still. I don't want a horsetail farm. Now, with luck, when the grain all sprouts, everything should become a little easier. But you'll notice it is May, and my grain has had to last for a significant amount of time. I'm still basically living off most of the grain that I stored last year. It's May and I haven't gotten a new crop of grain yet. Which is interesting. Yeah, that's bothersome. Something's been eating. I mean, he seems like a healthy chicken, but I don't know. The temptation, strangely, is to actually put another trap down, see if I can capture him again, and then release him again so that this time he can walk around. I don't want my rooster to die because he can't move. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try something. I'm going to save. All right, and then go back in, see whether that resets that. Yes! Now I have 2 panicked chickens. Okay, we're good. I'm happier. So essentially, I now leave them in peace and let them do what chickens do, which is lay eggs and make baby chickens, I hope. That is a significant step forward. I hope it is. Good grief, I hope it is. Yeah, because you start the game in June, so technically I've been nearly a year in the game. And I'm hoping that this will give me copious supplies of grain so that I can keep everything alive. I'm assuming I have to feed them grain. Let's see. Chicken. Hen. Fed using a small trough. It doesn't actually tell you. Chickens must be well fed to lay, must be well fed to sit in the hen box for long enough to hatch the eggs. I mean, that makes sense. Do I have to feed them grain? Or can I feed them anything as long as it's in the small trough? Let's have a little look here. I am now on the second computer. Feeding chickens. Oh, no they will. Okay, here's what it says. In Vince's story, chickens are fed grain, vegetables, or fruit mash using a small trough. They don't die of hunger but need food for reproduction. Okay, that is good. I'm going to give them. Let's grab some turnips. That's what it says. And if look, we have another egg. Alright, so let's stock them up. Okay. Wow, this takes up a lot of stuff. What happens if I... don't have to feed them grain. Apparently. According to the AI overview, apparently they will eat hay too. Okay. We are actually coming to the end of the stream. It's like I say, I have to finish on time today. Ooh. Oh well. I was going to take a screenshot of the chickens. It's too dark. Progress. Progress. We have chickens that are laying eggs, are apparently well fed, and hopefully breeding. So, I mean, in principle, that gives me access to feathers and flesh and eggs. Doesn't give me access to hide. For that, I still need rabbits. But now I can start to proceed with a little bit more confidence about rabbits, if I can find them. Well, hares. Feeding hares. You can feed... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. Carrots, parsnips, turnips, all grains. Okay, alright. So basically similar sort of setup. So, of course, the main problem, actually this is a realistic problem, is come the winter, I've got to keep them alive. So now not only do I have enough food to feed myself, I've got to have enough food to feed all the animals. And it's only and it's May, and look how long it took me to get food for winter last time. It's a significant amount of time. But you know, progress. Definite progress. So I need to do some cooking too tomorrow, next session. Right, so yeah, like I say, I've got to dash. I will be back, obviously, in about 2 hours for the long dark, and we have pemmican in the long dark, and I made the bearskin rug all that way across the various maps of the long dark just so I could make those two things. And it took me forever. So, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Remember to hug your fur babies. Be excellent to each other. I'll see you next time.